Bill Plaschke of the Los Angeles Times, Sarah Spain, ESPN, Kevin Blackistone, University of Maryland, Jackie McMullen, ESPN, and Basketball Hall of Fame, and world-renowned tap dancer. Let me see your shooting touch, everybody. Let's see it. Boom. Plaschke, get that elbow down. Let's go around the horn.
Come on, Plaschke.
It's Around the Horn, the show of competitive banter. Here's Tony Reale.
Welcome back to Around the Horn, the show that scores the argument and critiques Bill Plaschke's shooting touch. And welcome to the Shooting Touch Gala. Let's hear it, everybody. Our national gala for shooting touch. First of all, everybody in attendance, please stand up and applaud yourselves. You are what makes tonight possible. Get up, let's go. And people, feel free to applaud them.
Can we get up too? No?
Yes, you're also what makes me guarantee I get a standing ovation. You see? That's how that works. I tell you to stand up, you applaud, it's a standing ovation. Also, while you're up, let's hear it for Lindsay Kittredge, because none of us are here without the tireless work and love of Lindsay. I can't hear you. You're not loud enough for Lindsay Kittredge.
Yeah.
All right. If you may, please return to your seats because you're not going to want to miss what comes next. Everybody get comfortable. Jackie McMullen is going to tap dance for us. All right. No, Jackie, no jazz hands even? No. Thank you. National panel, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I will for charity tonight. So we all believe in sports' innate power to transform lives and promote positive growth in communities. And what Shooting Touch does, if I may, what makes it so special is it demonstrates how sports can break through into communities to lift them and break through cycles of poverty and how sports can empower all. But please, don't just take my word for it. Bill Plaschke, come on the show. You're a 7-time National Sports Columnist of the Year. You know stories. You know what sports can do. Please share.
All right, Tony, now Jackie Mack promised you wouldn't mute me, right, Jackie? He's not going to mute me?
I promise.
Okay.
Promise.
Well, I'm sorry. It's part of the show. I mean, it's just a mute button. It's all right.
Okay. Oh, I love the name Shooting Touch because it truly, it touches lives and it just sends them soaring into different directions and the people's best selves. And you have one of the heroes of Shooting Touch sitting among you tonight. Find her, give her a hug, shake her hand. Coach Dudu. She's from Rwanda. She was one of 8 children in a family decimated by genocide. She was adopted out of a forest. She worked her way up, became a player, and is now a standout coach sitting there. What a great impact Shooting Touch has on the lives. Kudos to you, Coach Dudu.
Let's hear it for Coach Dudu.
Well done.
Incredible story. Thank you so much for being here. Sarah Spain, I said you work for ESPN. We all know you from Around the Horn. You're also a Peabody winner. You know how to tell stories, of course, better than anybody, and you know about sports' ability to empower. How do you consider how it affects change, especially in young women?
Well, I of course have my own experiences of becoming a confident young woman and grown woman because of my involvement with sports, but research plays out to a lot more people than me. 94% of women in the C-suite were athletes. So that means the leadership skills, the confidence, the ability to work on a team, the ability to take control and to fight through adversity and obstacles all comes from sports. So Jackie and everybody else at Shooting Touch are teaching young women how to become leaders in their communities. And so many people are taking notice. They got a grant from the IOC. They're headed to the Youth Olympic Games in Argentina. All sorts of amazing people are joining the team, including, I'm usually the one answering the questions, but I have one for you guys. Do you know the first 16 seed ever to beat a 1? No, it didn't just happen. It was Harvard. And that woman is on the board here. Her name is Kathy Delaney Smith, and she joins Fran Fraschilla, Bob Hurley Sr., Kenny Atkinson, Kelly Olynyk, Shanae Ogumake, and Sam Presti, among many others, in joining this organization and lifting it up. And now you're doing that too. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for that, Sarah. Kevin Blackistone. We know you, of course, from Around the Horn, your time at the Dallas Morning News for so many decades, the Washington Post recently, and you're a professor at the University of Maryland, where you work with young people to help them learn how to shape their voices and tell stories. How do you see the lessons learned from sports being formative in that?
Well, because this is a story about sports and social justice, what Jackie Mack is involved in. You're talking about a country in Rwanda that was destroyed by genocide back in 1994 and is still suffering greatly from that, its economy, its people. And here is a program which is connecting athletes in the United States who were basketball players to doing social justice work in Rwanda right now to helping rebuild that country back to where it once was. So this is another great lesson and really fits into the conversation in this country right now, if not around the world, about what sports can do to help everyone around it. This is
Being
a great
the
example.
change you want to see in the world. Thank you for that, Kevin Blackistone. All right, Jackie, we've all spoken from some distance here, but with Shooting Touch, specifically, you're in it. You're on the ground. Your time in Rwanda last year was featured on ESPN.com. That was wonderful. What did you learn in Africa that you took home to Boston?
Well, it's interesting. Obviously, there was poverty, disease, people living in mud huts, and these beautiful, wonderful children with big smiles on their faces, even though they probably hadn't eaten that day, when they got to the basketball court. And they got to be part of a team, and they got to be around each other and exercise and sweat. They had clogs on. They were barefoot. Some of them had heels on, some of the young girls that were playing basketball. So all of us at Shooting Touch were thinking, well, this is the kind of thing that can translate here to our country. We are based in Boston. So Lindsay Kittredge, our executive director, Amy Latimer, one of our board members, thought, you know, we should be having a presence in the city of Boston. So part of the prong of Shooting Touch now is called G3, Getting Girls in the Game. We're working with girls in the urban at-risk youth in Boston, ages 9 to 17. We're helping them not only with their basketball skills, with health education, mentoring, academic tutoring. We have a great partnership with the Boston police officers in Boston called Women in Blue. They are serving as mentors to these young girls in these programs. Cash Cannon is our director of that program, and she is, no kidding, aptly named because she is money for what she is doing with these young people. And so it's just wonderful to know that everywhere, here, abroad, if you use basketball as a tool, it's just incredible how you can impact lives. It really is.
Incredible. Truly incredible. I mean, just hearing all the names and knowing all the people who are working together to make this dream possible. Thank you very much for sharing, Jackie. A big night is ahead for all of us. The gala is just beginning, and so is Around the Horn. Jackie, you said Shooting Touch is now two-pronged. Jackie, you're now two-pronged. You're right here, and you're right there. What is happening? Jackie number two, I can see you.
You're going to regret it.
You're not so different than Jackie number one, but you're me there, our host for the
How
evening.
did I finish
and
last?
the tap dancer of our dreams, Jackie
Tony,
McMahon.
Bill, if I were in charge, you wouldn't have me.
How did I finish last again, Tony? I love Shooting Touch.
That's enough for us here. Jackie Mack, I'm tossing it to you. Let's go around the horn.